when I saw him fall, I said, no, not DL. No. I started screaming. And I never felt that way about a comic or a person before.
When you disappeared from the scene, did you ever feel like, because with comedians, and I think we touched on this the last time, that there's really no after plan. Like there's no like union to take care of y'all. There's no like thing that happens afterwards. It kind of like once you're done performing, you ultimately seem to disappear. Did you ever feel like you were forgotten about?
In my time? Yeah. Oh yeah, easily. Because some people thought I was never funny anyway. I had a lot of player haters toward me. Or he ain't no comedian. He ain't got no act. You know, they would get mad because I naturally had it, so I never had to work for it. See, when you naturally have a gift, you're not worried about what they say. Because I know I'm good at what I do. I know I'm a hoot. I know I'm funny. But other comedians didn't think so. I can imagine the amount of comedians that talked about me behind my back. Some were happy I didn't make it. I knew he wasn't going to make it. They predicted my failure. But meanwhile, with this going on, there's a lot of out of work comics now. So I got the last laugh because a lot of clubs are closed down, and they're not funny any goddamn way. So I got the last laugh, and they're on the street homeless, behind the dumpster laying. You'd be surprised. You see a lot of comics. All these homeless motherfuckers, half of them are comedians. Non-funny bastards. I'm sorry.
There's I kind of say that to say and just knowing, getting to talk to you, you know, being someone that was able to put down the foundation early on, and then now you got new millennium and new people and new names, and then in that your credit and your things you accomplished get kind of brushed to the side and becomes a faded memory. There was a run-in that you had with DL.
Oh, here we go. Now you're gonna break me down now. DL Hughley, man. So 2000, okay, I live in Denver, Colorado now, and there's a place called the Improv. And normally when comedians come in town, it depends who it is, I'll sneak backstage and surprise them. Cause a lot of people didn't know what happened to me. I just vanished. Because I left the scene in 94. Everybody, between 93 and 94 was a big time for comedy. Everybody just blew up. Everybody just, well, even if you were half-assed, it was your time. I just floated out of space. That movie, Get Out, you know when that guy's in the chair where he goes to a sunken place? That was me. That's Rexx. I was going into comedy hell. And fast forward, I ended up I don't know how I got to Denver. Only God knows. So anyway, that was my getaway. I went to Utah, Montana. I go to places that no black man has boldly gone before, just traveling, just whatever. So I ended up in Denver. I've been there since 1998. And 2013, this is when DL was on Dancing with the Stars during that time. So I said, let me go check out DL. You know, he would come to the comedy act, and we were not friends, none of that. You know, he was just passing through at the comedy act in Atlanta. So I said, let me go surprise DL. And I had no idea DL was large. I didn't know DL. This is 2013. See, I remember people as they are and as they were. I'm not impressed by the stardom, you know. So I went to go see DL 2013, and it was packed, and everybody was on his ass. I always come, like, if I want to surprise a comedian, I come at the last 10 minutes of their set. So I came, he was killing them. They loved him. So he's coming off the stage, and he was walking through. Oh, man. Shit. This gets me every damn time. So, wow. I said, he was walking. I said, DL. He said, how you doing? I said, Rexx Garvin. And he turned around. He said, Rexx Garvin? Rexx, money earning, Mount Vernon Garvin. He said, come on back, man. And man, he had me come. I'm up here crying. Every time I talk about that, I start crying. He can't. Oh man. We go backstage. I mean, we go to the dressing room, and everybody's waiting on him. And he's talking to me. He's like, Rexx, what happened to you? And then he invited me. And then he invited me out. Him and Craig Frazier. He said, man, I'm staying downtown. Come see. And we just hung out the whole night. And everybody was waiting to see him. They were waiting, and he was just spending time with me. He was just spending time with me, man. He was talking, he wanted to know what happened to me. And this what did it for me. So he said, meet him at the Rexx Garvin downtown. So, and this is the first comic that did this, because Cedric Entertainer slammed the damn door in my face. I'll tell you about that later. DL invited me out, and we went down. Where he was at. We went to the bar, to the lobby, to the bar they had, and we were talking. And they happened to show clips from Dancing Under the Stars, and he was watching himself on TV. DL's a deep dude, man. What a beautiful, oh man, he's a beautiful person, man. Whew, that damn DL. And we were at the bar. We were talking like we were old friends. And then he said, Rexx, what happened to you? I said, I didn't feel funny no more, man. I just gave it up. Then he said, Rexx, don't say that. Man, what did he say that for? Man, for him to say that to me, the way he looked at me, he said, Rexx, don't say that. I said, oh, man. So we talked after that. So I said, man, get back with your people, man. People want to see you and talk to you. Man, I went in the car to stop boohoo crying, man. For this guy to say to me, Rexx, what happened to you? And I said, I didn't feel funny no more. He said, no, Rexx, don't say that. I will never forget that. He had DL will always have a place in my heart the rest of my life. DL, I love you so much, man. And when I watched him, oh, thanks, I need that. Bless you. Yeah, thank you. Wow. Wow. When I watched him fall, when he was on the stool, I just, oh man. It was like my family member, man. I said, when I saw him fall, I said, no, not DL. No. I started screaming. And I never felt that way about a comic or a person before. And then when I saw he was okay, man, it made my life, you know. So I just want to say, DL, man, you're one of the greatest people I ever met in my life.
Was that a message that you needed at that time?
I didn't know I needed it, man. I didn't know if I needed it, but he just said it to me. I didn't know if I needed it. I wasn't coming there for the need. He threw me off guard the way he talked to me, a person's energy, you know. I mean, even with Pierre, you know. When you told me a long time ago you was talking to Pierre, I said, oh, Pierre, because he was one of my favorite comics that came. I didn't know Pierre that well, but he was one of my favorites. So certain people I get excited about, you know. So when you said, I said, oh yeah, Pierre, because you know I'm a fan of comedy too. I also love comics. And certain people you mentioned, I get emotional because they've been good memories in my life. I said, getting old is a trip, man. You don't cry when you're in your 30s, but you get in your 60s. I'm like a crying bitch named Maggie. And you know, that's what's up. Wow.